weeks, I will turn 17 thanks to Humane Vitae. I am so grateful to God for Pope Paul VI and him writing the beautiful document Humane Vitae. You see, I almost didn't have the chance of life. My parents did not think of aborting me, but because of their lives and lack of understanding, they thought they were done with children after my oldest brother and sister were born. Experiencing difficulties in their marriage, they had decided to get a divorce. They often speak about how their selfishness and ignorance created a place of hurt and pain in their marriage and their family. Sure, they loved my brother and sister, but they did not understand the beauty of being open to God's plan for their lives to accept more lives into their busy lifestyle. When they closed off their hearts to what God desired for them, they chose to cut off any possibility of life. My dad had gotten a vasectomy. I have always heard my dad say that our bodies are just physical manifestations of our spiritual beings. I can only imagine what this did spiritually to their marriage. My mom would talk about feeling like an object used for my dad's selfish gratification and how bad that made her feel. Sadly, I don't think most men understand this reality. Fortunately, they were able to put the pieces of their broken marriage back together. As they started to work on their marriage, my dad stumbled across what the Catholic Church teaches about sexuality through an encyclical called Humane Vitae, on the regulation of birth. The Holy Spirit convicted my dad to undergo a courageous act of love, and he got a reversal. He said that he wanted to be put back the way God designed him to be. His reversal is symbolic of all the things they reversed in their lives to make things better. Instead of doing everything in their lives for self, they wanted to follow God's will. So 9 months after my dad's reversal, I was conceived. The doctor told my parents that they only had a 20% chance of conceiving, because at the time of the procedure, it had been 10 years since his vasectomy. Well, God had other plans. I was born on February 9th, 2001, but it didn't stop there. 4 years later came my brother Michael. 2 years later came my little sister Ava. 2 years after that was my brother Javon. And finally, another 2 years later was my little brother Justin. If my dad had not responded to the nudges of the Holy Spirit, my parents' life would have looked a lot different. I, along with my 3 brothers and sister, would not have been here. So thank you, Pope Paul VI, for Humane Vitae.